Hello and welcome to the second part of the best new Fallout 4 mods of 2022. As mentioned in part 1, we had to split the mods up into several categories, and in this video we will take a look at the quest mods. So buckle up and let's go! Okay, so the first mod we are going to take a look at is Diamond City Radio Extended. This mod might not be a quest mod in a classical sense, more like an addition to the existing Diamond City Radio story. What this mod actually does is add over 200 new lore-friendly songs to the Diamond City radio station. While there are many mods that do similar things, this one stands out through the fact that the new songs are perfectly synchronized with its host, Travis.
And that, bless her heart, was Skeeter Davis. Folks, we've got some breaking news out of Diamond City. An absolutely massive explosion has just rocked most of the downtown area.
In other words, Travis will introduce many of the new songs similar to how he does with the vanilla ones, and generally all of his monologues remain fully intact, although his monologue frequency has been reduced a bit. All the songs are also fully randomized, just like the vanilla ones. Another small bonus is that condition-based songs like those of Magnolia and also the title Rocket 69 will be available from the start. That way you will have a lot of variety to listen to on the radio while questing and exploring. And speaking of questing, the first actual quest mod is Miami Misadventures Episode 1. Now don't get your hopes up, this might share the name with the big upcoming Fallout Miami DLC-sized mod, but it's actually a very tiny and short quest mod. It is just meant to give us a little taste of how Fallout Miami will be. It starts by listening to this radio signal.
If you're wandering the Commonwealth and listening to this, then I've got an opportunity you won't want to miss. Ain't no job offer, just a chance to get your hands on some mighty fine loot. If you're willing to scuffle.
Oh, thank God, I thought he was going to rhyme the entire message like some lame-ass Batman villain. Anyway, his caravan got ambushed by raiders who were somehow nice enough to barely leave him alive and also apparently keep the device with which he recorded this message. The raiders were also nice enough to leave a trail of notes so that we can follow them and find out where they stashed the goods they stole. And this is already everything this quest mod has to offer. Go find the loot and kill some raiders on the way. As I said, it's a very short and simple quest, and I really don't understand why it is getting that much attention, probably because it is related to Fallout Miami. Unfortunately, the fact that they release this kind of content is a very bad sign. It really indicates that they are taking the work on the actual promised DLC-size mod less and less seriously. Just like with all the big promised DLC-sized mods for both Skyrim and Fallout 4 that have been in work for so many years and will probably never be completed because people just can't manage to stay focused and dedicated long enough, and also why Enderal will forever be king of the mods. But all that aside, the next quest mod shows some real quality. It is actually a whole series of quest mods called CSEP, and the first one is Brothers in Arms Redux. To start this quest you have to have killed Galac in your game, and the Brotherhood of Steel needs to be present in the Commonwealth. Then this NPC here will approach you.
My employers are looking for Mercs to help them out. You interested? There's this bunker over in attic. Head there and they'll clue you in.
In the description it says it is also actually possible to just kill this guy and play an alternative route by going to the Brotherhood instead. But if you decide to join those guys after all, they will give you a generic fetch quest to prove yourself first.
I got an outsider up here talking about a job.
Must have been one of the Mercs. Our scout managed to get on our side.
What should I do, ma'am?
I've been meaning to get a military-grade server control board from the Sentinel site down in the Glowing Sea.
So once you get the item from the Glowing Sea, you will be able to join those guys as a new recruit.
Are you sure we have to send new recruits on suicide missions? We need the manpower.
I will admit it is a bit crude. However, it is tradition, Sarah. We keep it around because it works.
That doesn't really sound like fun around here. I'm a head out. Bye. But jokes aside, those guys are a group that used to be part of the Brotherhood of Steel, but they decided to do things their own way, and now they call themselves the Legion of Steel.
We are the Legion of Steel, loyalists to Lion's ways.
Okay, you changed one word, very creative. Anyway, all the characters are voice acted and have some additional dialogue with some lore and backstory. The second quest they will send you on is together with this guy, to clear out the lower levels of the bunker. And Colvin is actually quite a likable character.
I have faith, yes. This is a world full of doubt and hatred. Desperation and depression are the law of the land. For me, believing in something is better than believing in nothing.
In general, those guys seem to be way more charismatic than the Brotherhood. The level design of this mod also looks good, the bunker with all the other members of the Legion looks realistic, and also the dungeons below are well done. Here you will fight some feral ghouls and remains of the Enclave who have been locked in. I guess this bunker originally belonged to the Enclave. Colvin will also tell you some more lore and backstory on the way. The voice acting in this is actually really good.
I should have known when he didn't return. They all were my friends, but Kodiak was my brother. Damn it all. How much more loss must we endure? First that kid in the Purifier, then Sarah and Gallows. I'm gonna need some time. Go talk to Ridley about the communications array.
This quest mod includes 14 voiced quests with different outcomes depending on your actions. I guess depending on who you join, you will probably destroy either the Brotherhood or the Legion in the end. And there are also supposed to be a whole quest line of VR missions later. You also get your own quarters with workshop support and can design it the way you want. So, in other words, it's a really cool quest mod. The second quest mod in this series is called the All Americans. To get this one started, you need to check out this guard note in the security office of Diamond City. The All Americans are a group of mercenaries, but also a biker gang, so they have some sweet rides.
I like those machines. Can I get one too?
I guess it should not be a problem, Sam. They might be called the All Americans, but it looks like they let just anybody join.
Have I told you guys how our mother wanted me to be a scientist?
Oh, Lord. Not this story again.
Apparently I was a gifted child.
Gifted? You're the dumbest pendejo I know.
Hey, just let me tell my story, alright?
I think we've heard enough of your stories, brother. Plus, we got company.
I really like how those quests do this sort of cutscene thing. It has a fairly cinematic effect. Anyway, here too those guys will first send you on a simple kill quest before you can actually join them, and once you complete that, you will be also able to choose a really cool biker nickname.
Are you boys ever gonna go out and do any work?
Not as long as we have this new... Hey, look who's back!
You solve our problem? Good work. Glad we don't have to deal with that scum anymore. The boys and I were talking, and we'd like to have you in the gang. But you're gonna need a nickname. Any thoughts?
It looks like, depending on the nickname you choose, you get a slightly different outfit. It looks pretty badass, by the way. So, now that you are an official member, it is a good time to go and talk to the other members and get to know them a bit better. Everything is fully voiced, of course, and also the art style of this mod in general is very nice. Every member has their own unique personality, outfit and style, down to a unique bike design. Lots of small attention to detail really makes this one stand out. The NPCs also engage in small conversations from time to time, which makes them seem alive, unlike the usual generic NPCs. They also have their own quests where your decisions can determine the outcome. There are 15 quests in total, some new weapons and armors, a player home inside the cloud house you can unlock, and also this pool table actually works. Well, kinda.
Hey, you up for a game? Haha, in your face. Thanks for the caps, sucker.
This guy just takes your caps. What a cheapass, seriously. I thought you will actually be able to play against him, because the pool table itself works.
Let's play pool with this guy's head then.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. You can also have his bike then, Sam. So anyway, this is definitely a very cool quest mod too. The next quest mod from this series is called the Commonwealth Killer. Judging by the name, I thought it's going to be about some serial killer or something, but no, instead it's about a new bounty office located in Forest Grove Marsh. So I guess it's going to be us who is going to do the killing.
Have you come to post a bounty or do you seek employment?
Wow, check this out, we can actually put a bounty on Preston. Well, let's see who needs help now, mate.
Very well. How much were you willing to pay? And a brief description, if you would be so kind. Let's stop right there. Minuteman? Sorry, but that's cutting into gunner business. I can't help you. Go ask Lieutenant Ryan or another one of their contractors.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, I guess we will just try out being a bounty hunter ourselves. So, who is our first target?
This one is for a raider. Now, before you say anything, he is not an ordinary raider. The target is, let's say, a professional jackass. He's been in the game for decades.
But so have we. So, wearing our professional disguise, we head out to this underground raider bar. Nice place you got here. And the best part about this is, now I get to do my Mandalorian impression.
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
Yeah. Come.
Well, that was surprisingly easy. Wait, what the hell? Who did this? Unfortunately, Boba Fett over here decided to snatch the bounty right in front of our noses, and we weren't even fast enough to say "Marshal, no marshalling" 3 times.
Excellent work, Marshal. I can always trust you to get the job done.
I don't need your flattery, Ren. I need my caps.
Very well. It is your payment.
Why don't we pump him full of lead?
That's what I've been thinking too, but let's try and be a bit more professional in this business. So yes, this quest mod is not as straightforward as I thought it's going to be. There are some interesting twists.
So I heard. The Marshal told me. He collected the bounty, so you're not getting anything from this.
This mod is a bit smaller than the other two. There are only 5 bounty quests and also 1 Radiant quest, but it still looks really fun. Besides, it really makes you want to kick this Marshal guy's ass. Let's see how this plays out. And there is another one from this series, Homesick, and no, this is not another Spider-Man movie, this is actually a shorter quest mod which consists of a single dungeon. So after investigating this hidden elevator in a Robco store, well, things do not go too well, the elevator crashes and you end up trapped in a weird place together with those two.
Don't move.
Calm down, X8.
My primary function is to protect you, Doctor.
Perhaps an explanation is in order. Who are you? See, X8? Nothing to worry about. Now, why are you here?
You are quick to trust, Dr. Harper.
But don't worry, this is not some boring linear dungeon with some feral ghouls, it's actually the other way around. This turns out to be the bunker of a very familiar sounding person.
Who is this? Are you in the bunker with us?
Of course I'm here with you. This is my bunker after all. Robert Edwin House, at your service. You're welcome to just call me Mr. House.
And this is what I really like about this mod series. There's no such thing as just a simple linear dungeon, even if the description says that, there is always something interesting going on. In this bunker, for example, you get to meet those robo-brains with different personalities.
You should probably go talk to 2, but be warned. She's a bitch.
Apparently it's a similar scenario going on as in that hotel quest in the Far Harbor DLC. Well, one way or another, also a very interesting looking quest mod. But okay, next another really big quest mod, Galactic, Mercs and Music. This is a sequel, or more like a continuation to the mod Galactic Retribution from episode 75. For those who don't know, the Varangian Guard are pretty much the Mandalorians of the Commonwealth, a group of cool mercenaries with even cooler gear. You need to have Retribution installed for this mod to work, but you can start the new questline at any point.
We take on contracts that will challenge us, provide us with glory. This is our way. We have come from all over the world, united in the religion that is violence. We all come from warring factions.
The original mod lets you join the Varangian Guard and finish the game with them as a faction, similar to how you do in the vanilla game with the Brotherhood or the Minutemen. And here in Mercs and Music you can also play through the Automaton DLC in a unique way, with new choices and consequences. But don't worry, even if you already completed those quests and don't want to start a new game, you can still do this. You will just have to go back to certain places and interact with the new things there.
Sending ping to CNC. Unable to connect to JSOC command frequency. Local control released. This one is DAC 47. Destroy and kill prototype 47. Hello, meatbag. You have activated local control.
Another smart-ass robot. Okay, this is slowly getting out of hand. What do you say to this, Sam? Some competition for you, eh?
No. No competition. Another brother to celebrate with when we kill you all and take over the world.
Yeah. Anyway, this is by far not all this mod has to offer. There are 2 new Mercs, and besides all the new and also all the old Mercs now have a loyalty system and a perk you can get for finishing their personal quests. There are over 30 new quests, lots of new dialogue lines to add some lore and background to the Varangian Guard, and of course the thing Galactic mods are famous for. Lots and lots of cool and super detailed armors. You need Beskar to craft them, by the way. That's right, they didn't even care to use a different name. It's pretty much like, fuck the lore, we are too badass to care.
This is the way.
And now, prepare yourselves, because the next mod is a different kind of Star Wars, Project Zeta. This is another one of the Capital Wasteland mod series, so it's pretty similar to the Zetan DLCs from the previous games. To start, you will have to visit Chuckle's toy store. It turns out there is a whole secret alien research facility in the basement, and once you touch this strange alien device, well... This is actually super creepy. I'm pretty sure this is also what happened in the original DLC. So anyway, once they are done probing Uranus, this alien guy named Roger will help you break out. Then you can pay back the aliens for the unwarm welcome.
This is strange. They did nothing to me, except giving me a little system update. Feels good, actually.
I don't want to talk about it. Communications with Roger does not work that much, by the way, because he only speaks alien.
Hey.
But becomes a companion and will follow your commands. Together you can then storm the bridge and take control over the ship. And this is pretty much it for the quest part of this mod. It's more like an introduction to the settlement part, because the biggest action you get here are 2 new settlements, the ship itself, and then you can also travel to Mars and build there. Of course, you also get some alien settlers, lots of new alien constructions for the workshop, and also some weapons and armors. Additionally, those 2 settlements will be periodically attacked by aliens instead of raiders, because space and all. This actually sounds like an 80s or 90s movie. Space Raiders from Planet Bimbo, out now on VHS. Also, if you want to enhance the classic Alien experience a little bit further, it is totally recommended to get the Zetans Alien Invaders mod as well. This one adds a lot of new Zetan enemy types, a couple of fitting weapons and also a new little froggy companion. This mod also gives off some heavy Mars attack vibes. That way the alien invasion will be even more terrifying.
Do not worry. The concept of fear is foreign to us mechanical beings. We will show those invaders who this planet belongs to.
Alright then, let's kick some alien ass. And the last mod for this episode is The Way Home, another Spider-Man movie. Not really. There is also a short quest part for this one, but it is more a player home mod. A cool hideout in Concord for us to hide from the evil aliens.
Missing voice module. Concord Museum. Raiders!
And once you have completed his little fetch quest, he will lead you to the hideout, which is actually literally like 2 meters away.
Loading voice register. Please follow me to the target destination.
The hideout itself is rather small, so it is not recommended to bring tons of followers with you, and there is also only one bed. But the design of this place has an insane amount of detail and looks very believable. This is totally what a post-apocalyptic hideout of a lone survivor could look like. It also has a very cool castle protocol. Now we can securely lean back and take a break from all the alien action. And this is it for this episode. Keep an eye out for part 3. Links to all mods are as always in the description below. Don't forget to endorse the mods you like. And if you want to see more cool mods, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. I thank you all for watching and see you around.